Boom, what is up, guys? Welcome to another YouTube video. Today I wanted to talk about first of all, recap my trade that I took today. As you can see, we took this right here, a 1-2 beautiful 1-2 that would have actually ended up hitting, but beforehand I got break even. My break even point is also pretty close, but I'm gonna go in depth with the trade a little bit later. And also I wanted to address something, and I wanted to help you kind of to not crash out, because my friend took literally almost the same trade and he also got stopped out break even, just like me. And he got stopped out break even and he started revenge trading. He started like it. He got so tilted. He got so, I don't know why. Like he was just annoyed because it ran back higher, and he started revenge trading, gambling, going shorts, whatever, and he blew his accounts. And this is something that I actually struggled with. Struggled with as well. But I just realized there are a few things that you need to understand to stop kind of crashing out after your trade goes to TP, even though you got break even. It happens a lot. We know that. Maybe I'm pretty sure you had this moment as well. So there are a few things that you gotta do. So let's start. First of all, let's start with the trade, so you can understand what I mean better. Today, coming into the day, what we are seeing on nasdaq, of course, I'm usually trading nasdaq, but if ES is more bearish or bullish, like in favor of my direction that I want to take, I'm gonna take a trade on ES. As you can see, really bullish structure, really nice, really bullish, perfect structure, and we are at all-time highs. Pre-market, we retrace into this 1 hour gap really deeply, and this is my conditions. This 1 hour gap is my condition. If you are gonna hold this gap, all-time highs. If you are gonna push through this gap, I'm gonna target this 4 hour gap and also this new week opening gap, new day opening gap. As you can see, this is a new day opening gap, 4 hour, pretty overextended. So there's a 4 hour gap right here. Boom, really easy, right? And what do we see off open? Off open, we retraced into this gap and we started immediately displacing out of it. So I'm thinking, okay, right, if we get like a 5-minute or a 50-minute flip right here, perfect, I'm gonna entry. 5-minute flip was good. I can't lie, I was about to entry this, but I thought, yo, just let me wait a little more. Let me wait for the 50-minute closure. And also, what can we see? ES is much more bullish. So I'm gonna take an entry on ES. Beautiful close, retrace, another beautiful close. Literally confirming to me right here, you could have entered something like this as well, that we want to go higher. The drawn liquidity is now confirmed. But there were a few things that threw me off. We were pretty uncorrelated. I need a good market conditions, and good market conditions are pretty simple. We have volume, NQ and ES are correlated, and also we got a confirmed drawn liquidity. And as you can see on ES, we started pumping off open, got a deep retrace out of nowhere. This was weird. This is the first sign that threw me off. Like we put in this failure swing and got this deep retrace, a really aggressive candle. And after that, no follow through. I don't know. It was weird. We ended up going back higher. And what did we left? We left those equal lows. So I was thinking, okay, all right, like this is we could go lower. There's also a 4 hour gap and a new day opening gap. I wouldn't want to take shorts because we're at all-time highs, but we could go lower or start chopping. So I'm gonna wait. And what do I see? We start flipping back higher really aggressively. So I'm thinking, okay, at this point, it is so clear that we want to go higher. But there's another thing. Look what NQ is doing. NQ is literally stuck in this range. Like, if you look at this, NQ, lots of wicks, really weird behavior, like really weird movement, as you can see right here. Weird. I don't want to participate in this. But just looking at the 50-minute time frame and the 5-minute time frame, we can see that it right here, we literally reject this SMT, all-time highs above, bullish structure, everything screams bullish. We close beautifully on the 5-minute. We get another wonderful retrace and a flip, another flip, and it just makes sense that we want to go higher. Only thing that's stopping us, nothing on the 1 hour. We have this 30-minute fair gap. Usually I don't use this, I can't lie, but this is a rejection point. We can easily reject off this 30-minute gap, and even if it's not gonna go all the way down here, we could still just chop around, stop me out, and then go higher, right? So I'm keeping that in mind. And now I only need a good entry. literally because I saw how we are behaving here and how we are aggressively pushing higher on the higher time frames, I was thinking we are gonna go to all-time highs pretty easily. And I was expecting that this low, we are not gonna revisit it. And I was just needing a good entry. So I just smacked something right here. I got a pretty bad fill, I would say. And at this point, I don't know that we are gonna literally move in a trend line like this. I don't know. Like, I literally don't know. I couldn't know that we are gonna move in this trend line, as you can see. So I just entered right here. Big stop loss, protected low. Pretty nice. If we come all the way down here, we're gonna also sweep those lows. And I was pretty afraid of the rejection block as well. Like, we left this big wick right here on this, and especially on NQ. Look at this massive wick. Usually we'd come and rebalance this wick as we tried right here. So I was also aware of that. Another point why I kind of went break even quickly. And of course, with the 30-minute gap, it just makes sense, right? It's a point of rejection. So I got an entry right here. Would have loved a better entry, but it is what it is. Came all the way up to the 30-minute gap, and I can't lie. I could have used my moved my stop loss to here, because at this point it just doesn't make sense for to invalidate this retrace and then go higher once again. But with so many confluences stacking, and like having those equal lows, 30-minute gap, uncorrelated assets, NQ stuck in a range, another drawn liquidities below, we could have easily went lower. So I just thought, better be safe than sorry. If I lose, I'm gonna be mad because I knew we couldn't reject. But if I gonna if I'm gonna be in this position right now, it's a little bit like gambling. I don't like this. And break-evens saved me much more times than it hurt me. So I got stopped out break-even really aggressively. And at this point, I'm thinking, okay, really bad day, we're gonna range. But no, this was the same thing that happened right here. Really aggressive push at retrace, I would say lower. And what did we do? We kept this trend line. And at this point, I knew, okay, after we started rejecting back higher, this is some type of bullshit day that we are just simply gonna go slowly up in a higher low pattern, right? So after that, you could have easily just make something like this and just let it run, right? Or just wait for another dip lower and just limit order like this for value gap and just let it run, whatever. But I didn't do that. Also, volume died right here, and I told myself, if I'm gonna take another trade and I lose, I'm gonna be mad, right? Yes, I'm gonna be mad. Did I do everything that I need to, that I was supposed to do? Did I go break even the right way? Did I enter the right way? Stop loss, TP? Yes. So why crashing out? So why being mad? Okay, it runs without you, but you still ended up executing and doing everything that you were supposed to do. You went break even for a reason. Why do you want to crash out? Because you missed out on some profits. Don't be attached. This is how attachment to the money and the outcome looks like. The only thing that would be changed is that you had more money on the funded account, prop firm account, whatever. You would have passed the account, but you still ended up winning, winning the trade because you followed your rules. You did everything what you're supposed to do. And how can you learn from it? How can you learn from those type of things? Journal, screenshot everything, journal the entire time frame, your emotions, everything what you thought, why you went break even, what stopped you to go and let it run, And if you see the exact same pattern, those exact same setups happening over time, you're gonna just think, okay, like this happened the last time. We were kind of moving in a trend line liquidity. It's kind of the same pattern right here. I'm just gonna let it run, not go break even so quickly. Boom, you're gonna hit TP. You learned something. You paid with a break even in order to learn something. See it positively. You didn't pay, you didn't lose, zero. You are break even, but you learned something. This is valuable. You got something, you got a lesson for free. Be happy, lock yourself out for the day, and go do something else. I hope I could help y'all with the trade recap, with the kind of break even talk. So yeah, leave a like, use my code with Alpha Futures if you are buying some accounts, if you want to support me, and all my socials, and of course the community Discord for free. Everything is in the description. I love you all guys. Thank you for the support. See you in the next one. Bye bye.